What's up, everybody? It's like a Boss here, bringing you episode 1 of my new Bases with Boss series. So in this series, I'm going to be starting out with a replay of the base from the last series, if I have an account using that town hall. And in this one, it's the first one, so I'm just going to start out with the second part, which is drawing a new base. And this one's going to be a Town Hall 8 base for farming. And then at the end, I'll show you guys the basic Clash of Clans. So let's go. So this may look familiar to some of you. So you're gonna have Clan Castle in the middle here. It was designed by this guy TF2 Chicky, I think is his name, as his 150 subscriber special, and it's actually a really good base. But as you guys know, I take bases and I tweak them, make them way better. So I'm gonna start with the Clan Castle in the middle. I'm going to add these sections on the top and bottom and the sides to it so that I can have all my main defenses in here. So basically the one flaw about this base is that it can only protect one type of resource, like and also your Dark Elixir. So you can't have it protect your gold and elixir at the same time. You can only choose one, and that's kind of too bad, but I could not change that, unfortunately, which is also too bad, but it works great for if you're only going for one, which is what I'm doing currently. So I'm just finishing this outline here of the middle, where you're gonna have your 4 storages in these compartments over here. And then, so it'll go gold storage, gold storage, gold storage, and just Dark Elixir storage. That's just my shorthand for it. And then in these compartments, we're going to add our mortars, wizard towers, and 2 air defenses. So with our mortars going here, here, and here. Then our wizard towers going here, here, and here, and then our air defenses in the middle. So this is a really well-balanced center of the base. Now let's work our way to the outside. So let's start out adding another compartment on top and on the sides on the bottom. And this is going to be where we're going to keep our elixir storage and our last air defense. So I'm just going to put my air defense down at the bottom. You guys can put it anywhere else, and if you want. I was going to put my 3 elixir storages where there were wizard towers, but that didn't work out because then I'd have to put my air defense here, and then it would just be like a row of air defenses, and that wouldn't be very effective. So now let's fill in the corners. So at the bottom, we're going to have to make this sort of an odd-shaped compartment, which TF2 Chicky, whatever his name is again, I don't really remember. He made these kind of interestingly shaped, but I'm gonna change these a little bit. So basically, he was only able to get 2 compartments on one of the corners. I could get it on all of them, but I didn't feel like it, so I'm only getting it on 2 of them. But I still changed his base a ton. And so then we're gonna add our hidden Tesla in here. And then I'm just going to copy it out on all the rest of the sides. Just add some walls there on the upside. So this is basically what these 2 corners are going to look like. This one and that one. And then the other 2 are going to be his style. So I'm going to put my hidden Tesla down here, along with an archer tower and a cannon. And then these places are great for traps, like your air bombs. And then so I'm going to copy this part down on top. And put my archer tower on this side. And then my hidden Tesla right here. So this is basically a pretty simple base, but it also does not have room for all of your buildings, which is also kind of not so great, but it works really well. and so far I've had it for like a day, and the most somebody took from me was 20k for my collectors. And so that's these two sides done. Now I'm gonna focus on these sides, which are gonna be his strategy. So I'll start on the bottom. And so basically in his, it's exactly the same as what I did, except for me, in order to add that extra 2 walls, I had to flip one compartment over, basically. So there's the hint. No, actually, there's no hidden tessel on this side. I would just put the hidden tessel on the weakest side, and that's a good strategy to use for you guys too. But basically what he does is there's no walls here, unlike up here. And so it's basically exactly the same, except it just has that bigger gap right there. And so now I'm just gonna surround this with walls. And for the top, as you can see here, to get these 2 walls, I only had 2 walls left over after making the whole base like this. So I had to flip this wall in. As you can see, I just moved this one in here. So I only had a 1 wall gap, and that made it easier so I could actually make this thing work to have more compartments. But even without it, still has quite a few compartments. And it's a really effective base, I have to say. And so as you can see here, I just basically have my cannons and archer towers alternating around the outside of the base, and it's pretty simple. So I will be right back, you guys, with this base in Clash of Clans after I finish the walls around the outside, which will only take me a second. And then at the beginning of the next video, remember, I will have a replay of this. So it looks like it's all ready to go. See you in the Clash. I'm back, bringing you the base in Clash of Clans. So let's go. For some reason, I just thought the screen recorder stopped right there. It just like kind of made it glitch a little bit. I don't know why, but just hoping Clash of Clans will actually load now. Okay, looks like not. I'll have to reload it. Okay, so here we go. Now Clash of Clans is loading finally. And okay, the damage statistic in unit and turret is measured as damage per second. Yeah, we know that. Otherwise it wouldn't say like DPS. But I'm just waiting for this to load. It's kind of slow right now. But okay, so I'm just gonna wait for my base to reload up here. So this is what it looks like in Clash of Clans. As you can see, I did move it around a little bit, and currently I'm upgrading a Wizard Tower and a Mortar, so I took those out and made it like this, then I put my cannons and Archer Tower in. So basically, when this base, as you can see here, it's like just kind of randomly placed walls, like the level 7 walls are really randomly placed. I'm gonna work on the perimeter level 7, but when you have your mortar and your wizard tower, you're gonna put them in here instead of the cannon and archer tower. Then you're gonna put your archer tower and cannon out here. So this is basically what it looks like, and it's really effective. As you can see, these guys, they just took out my town hall and only like 20k loot. So that's basically it for this video, guys. Would you like, comment, and subscribe?